care how far, I won't stop trying. I wanna be right where you are. We had the shortest time, we had to go on. The morning's near and still I can't tell you how I feel. Just another lonely day to get through. those who fake it. Maybe I don't really know you. Maybe I don't really know myself. Let me rest in your arms until the morning comes and fades away our fear. I want to grow up with you. Cliche to say, but it's true. Tell me you see me just as I see